You look at Indiana Vassilev in the midfield, just sitting under João Klauss. How can you find a way to get João Klauss more opportunities in and around the box? We just talked about these number 9s that have to find goals. Well, some of it depends on service, and not just amount of service, but quality of service.
Yielded over the years. As Pierre-Luc Lauzier gets us underway from City Park in downtown St. Louis, we invite you to turn off the world and turn on the game. We're playing for 3 points. And this is not an unfamiliar territory for Chicago, as they've had multiple stretches like this over the past couple of years. And right off the bat, they're able to win the ball in a dangerous spot. Brian Gutierrez decides to let fly from distance, and that's going to force Roman Berkey.
Already, though, I like that confidence from Gutierrez. I mean, how many times have we talked about a little confusion there?
And now St. Louis on the other end. Chris Brady off of his line, and St. Louis have drawn first blood in this Midwest melee. What a strike from Rasmus Alm, his first goal this season. Catching the youngster Brady off of his line, and City are off and running.
No hesitation. Bradley Carnell talked to us about them being brave, taking risks in the final third. How can they find a way to score some goals after they've struggled to finish? Confusion there between Kalina Costa and Herbers. And Rasmus Alm takes it himself. A nice clean first touch, strikes it. Brady too far off his line. It dips over his head and falls in the back of the net. St. Louis at home finds himself up 1-0.
Well, Roman Berkey in his post-game press conference following the 0-0 draw against the Houston Dynamo did not pull punches on the attack and how they need to create more. And here's Vassilev on the first time, and that one wasn't too far away. And Chicago right now.
I mean, sometimes you give up a goal that early and your game plan doesn't even change. You haven't even had an opportunity tactically to change what you're doing.
There's Klauss on the first time after the delivery from Chris Durkin.
He would have been 1-on-3, starting from midfield.
Klauss going back for Pompeu. It's Celiu Pompeu, and it's just wide. And there was certainly a little tug from behind, but Pompeu decided to continue onward. Here is Kuipers, a couple of step overs, working on Hebert.
But for the Chicago Fire,
it's Kalina Costa pulling the trigger from around 20 yards out. Another comfortable save for Berkey. With some organizing to do. And now has to come off his line, and a really important touch. He didn't get all of it, but he certainly steered it out of initial danger. And then Chris Mueller gives it right back to Totland. Clips it in, the initial header. Straight into the hands of the on-waiting Chris Brady. Koopman looking for the big switch, and he finds it perfectly for Xherdan Shaqiri. Now things opening up for Chicago. Shaqiri finding Brian Gutierrez, who's all alone, hesitates, and sends it wide.
But those are the chances that are going to go begging, because that was a really nice attacking play sequence, and they can't put it away.
Excellent little dummy from Alm. Vassilev sees an opening, and it's Indiana Vassilev. Looks like it's Vassilev and Pompeu. We've seen proofs of concept this year so far from Pompeu. It's Vassilev instead, and that was a really good effort. Chris Brady has been a busy man. Alm skips away from trouble and finds Vassilev beautifully. Vassilev through for Klauss. Pompeu making the run, and instead it's Klauss who fires it straight into Chris Brady at the near post. Pompeu might fancy it. Vassilev again, and Brady forced into the save.
When you can see this big diagonal ball, they draw everybody over, they unbalance, and then they switch the field of play. I would focus on the positives, not so much on the mistakes.
Chris Mueller towards the byline, stands it up. Andrew Gutman is there, back in towards Gutierrez, and it's Kuipers on the first time. Gutierrez took a shot. Hugo Kuipers buried his, and Chicago is level, but it certainly came at a price.
Going for that 50-50. A lot of contact, none of the ball, and he felt every bit of Tim Parker on that collision.
St. Louis will go quickly. Pompeu sizing up Aragoni, getting to the byline. Aragoni needs to be careful. He got a full of his jersey, and it's Klauss stabbing it to the back post. That goal created by Pompeu and finished off by the big DP, number 9, João Klauss. But he points directly at the youngster.
And you've got 3, 4 white jerseys in and around Klauss, but nobody touched tight. Kalina Costa to his left, Tehran to his right.
Back for Pompeu. He's been a wizard tonight. Quick feed, and he almost chipped Chris Brady.
They didn't have to think too much.
Here's Shaqiri, Gutman to his left. That's who he chooses. Andrew Gutman gets it on his left peg and sends it over everyone and everything in the end. Deceptive from Durkin. Lofts it up. Klauss at the backstick, and it's João Klauss again. You can't lose him in the penalty area. He will make you pay. His second goal of the night, and St. Louis City take a commanding 3-1 lead.
He just puts himself on the right spot in the service. Watch his movement right here. You see Pineda talking. He's got two inside the box. He's trying to pick who.
Four-man wall for Chicago. Haziel Jackson, and straight into the hands of Chris Brady. Thomas Ostrak yet again, who Bradley Carnell calls one of the most technical players in Major League Soccer. Barlow might have got on the end of that one, and Berkey had to parry it away. In-swinger from Shaqiri, Tehran, Dean, Shihos, and finally a deader and clears it away. And here is a deader. Working on Rafa Shihos. Sam Adederin to put it to bed. And instead he puts it wide.
Needed to find a way to start getting 3 points.
And they've got their 3 points. St. Louis City, unbeaten in their last 5. Pick up their first win against the Chicago Fire. No clean sheet for Roman Berkey, but Bradley Carnell certainly won't care.